안녕하세요. 저는 루입니다. Hi, it's Lou.
안녕하세요. 저는 Leanne입니다. It's Leanne. And today we're going to just jump in before we do this video react with the winner announcement for our BTS themed giveaway and our purple Bora Bear that you were in there trying to win. So we're just going to pick it really quick in the front of this video rather than make it a separate video. So good luck to everybody that entered. Say good luck, Louise.
Yay! Good luck. I'm jealous. I
Okay.
want the stuffed bear.
Okay, I'm going to click. And the winner will be, drum roll, Louise.
I moved my camera.
Purple Gin 5813. There we go.
Yay!
You are the winner. Well done.
Well done. Yay.
So if you send us a message on Facebook or Instagram, all our links are in our thing up the top of the channel. I think it's up there. You click on that and message us on either Facebook or Instagram with your address. It will be winging its way to you.
And it's a whole package of stuff, so have fun, enjoy.
A couple of surprise items, so...
Yeah, that's fantastic. Well done. Okay, and getting back to the video, so we are going to be doing Boy with Love, not Boy in Love, with Halsey today, because I thought it was kind of really cute, fun song for Lean to watch. I think it was like, so Lean, I don't know ARMY. I don't know much about this because I'm still like, what am I called? I'm not new ARMY. I'm like, sometimes uneducated ARMY, but like, it's the ADHD me. But I think I was in like a follow-up to Boy in Love by BTS, and they made that like a long while ago. And Boy in Love, I think, got a little bit of controversy, which I can't see how it got controversy, because it was like about young guys being in love and stuff, and it got some heat for some reason. I've got to dig into that. I'm not sure. Maybe I'm wrong.
I know why, because it's one of my most watched MVs. This is one that I know. So the MV is displaying very aggressive, toxic, red flag behaviour in terms of boys liking girls, a lot of pushing girls around, a lot of being kind of bullyish towards them, and the lyrics, I don't think the lyrics do much in that term, but the MV most certainly is kind of toxic behaviour when it comes to boys and girls. So there we go.
You surprised me. The girl who barely watches BTS songs in the beginning when I first started, and you knew that song. I was like, you do?
No. See, this one actually is the song and the MV that inspired the book that I've almost finished called Teen Drama. It was that MV that actually inspired it. So that
Boy in Love.
Yeah, Boy in Love, not Boy with Love.
With Love.
So yeah, I've had that MV on my playlist and watched it about 100 times since 2-3 years ago, because that literally sat with that book waiting to be written. So there we go. You learned something today.
I did. I learned something about my friend today. Okay. Yeah. Cool bees. Well, let's get on with Boy with Love. And this is fun. This is a very colorful BTS episode. MV. So
okay,
let's do it.
I've never actually watched the Halsey one, so this should be interesting.
I love her. Okay. Is the sound up on that? Pause.
모든 게 궁금해하실 때 tell me 뭐가 널 행복하게 하는지 text me Every picture 내 머리만 듣고 싶어 감기 막히 쳐 모든 걸 다 가르쳐줘 You want your two Listen my baby 나는 저 하늘을 높이 날고 있어 이제 여기 너무 높아 내 눈에 널 맞추고 싶어 Yeah, you make it in your
before it gets into the chorus, just to stop your dancing there. I'm really liking the candy sort of color palette that they've got going on, and it's like the catchy choreo. It's kind of like, it's not typical BTS from the ones we've watched together. It's more like they're sort of dynamite kind of. Like, it's definitely, you can see they've definitely gone a slightly different way when they do Western, so like Western aimed songs. It's very candy, very cutesy, but I like it so far.
It is, and it's also got, like, I thought it was an English song, but actually it has a lot of Korean lyrics in it. So we'll have to just look at the lyrics after.
Yeah.
Do a quick lyric video. But yeah, it definitely is more the Dynamite side, but you like the Dynamite side as well.
I do like that. I like Permission to Dance and Butter as well. And they all have that kind of feel to them. It definitely feels like when they're aiming for a Western audience, they definitely have a slightly different feel to them.
Yeah. I like the song because it always makes me feel good. Like if I play it in my car or I'm just around the house, like it puts me in a good mood, the song. It's a really just happy, marshmallowy kind of song.
Definitely is. Their hair definitely goes with it anyway.
It does. It was that era of BTS where they had like different hair colors every different week. So
oh, I know how that goes. Been there, done that.
I have to say my favorite, most extreme color was it in Butter? Or was it Dynamite? Which one was it with the RM with the, like, literally had neon yellow hair? Like, I've never seen hair that neon before. I don't know if you've seen it.
I don't know. I can't think what video that is.
His hair was the kind of a tennis ball. It was so cool. I loved it.
I think in Dynamite, is it not a pastel color?
No, and I have to find...
I have no idea. Right, I'm going to play this first, okay?
Yeah, we'll put it up on screen because we'll have to find it and put it up because it's really cool. Okay, let's do it.
Ready.
Love is nothing stronger than the boy with love. Love is nothing stronger than the boy with love. I could it, yeah.
That was a drastic change there. Like, that felt like two different songs.
It was.
It just jumps in there.
But that was also their famous couch, yellow couch thing, which has been used a lot in a lot of different photo shoots and stuff like that. Just check if you put, like, if you just click the English captions, if it doesn't come up in English, it might do that.
Oh, it does.
Oh, there we go.
It does. Yeah. So far, I'm liking the choreo for this one. It's just really simple, fun, bouncy choreo that really suits this song, and I like it.
It does. And as you said, the color palette is so fun. And then they switched to a little bit of a darker sugar. But I like the chain around his neck. He looks very gangster in this, very like 1980s gangster.
That's a Scottish dog leash, that is, dear.
It is.
하나부터 열까지 모든 게 특별하지 너희가 심사걸음거리 말투와 사소한 작은 습관들 같이 난 말했지 너무 작다 내가 영웅이 된 거라고 난 말했지 운명 따윈 전부터 내게 아니었다고 세계의 평화 너내 앉아서 그저 널 지킬 거야 날 이상한 맘에 baby 난 저 하늘을 높이 날고 있어 그저 내가 내게 조금 더 날개로 이젠 여기 너무 높아 눈을 널 맞추고 싶어 Yeah, you make it on a yellow boy with love Oh my mind, oh my mind You get me high so fast 내 전부 함께 하고 싶어 Oh my mind, oh my mind You get me fly so fast 이제 조금은 나 알겠어 Love is nothing stronger than a boy with love Love is nothing stronger than a boy with love. 시간 없고 말하길 나도 모르게 힘이 들어가기도 했어 높아버린 sky 커져버린 헛되는 도망치게 해달라며 기도했어 너의 상처는 나의 상처 깨달았을 때 나 다짐했던 건 네가 준 이 그 후세 나에게로 태양이 아닌 너에게로 Let me fly
So does Halsey not actually do any actual verses in this? Does she just sing the chorus?
I don't I think she does sing. I think she does some verses. Maybe I'm wrong.
Because it's almost the end of the song, and all we're getting is "Oh my my."
Oh my. I thought she had a verse, but maybe I'm wrong in this. I don't know. I'll have to look it up and see.
Well, we're going to find out if we just watch the rest of the song.
It's true. But there's different versions of this song, I think. But this is the main one. Maybe I'm wrong. I'm so confused, Army. I'm sorry. I apologize. This is the first time I've not been proper Army. So
is this a hint that maybe you haven't watched this song very much?
It's true. I've listened to it, but I haven't watched it. I haven't paid much attention, put it that way, because it's just a really cutesy song. But now you're putting me on the spot here. I have no idea. On a side note, I really like Tay's blue hair in this. I
do
that
too.
Blue.
I like how it goes with the pinks. The pinks and the blue is really good together. I like the whole theme. It does though remind me of when they did that little Dynamite Permission to Dance in Bar. Those it's little groupy songs that have the same kind of candy feel.
Exactly. And I they ate in these pink suits. I think I've seen some backstage filming of this, and they look fine, damn fine in those suits. But I think I want to maybe we should pull up another video after this of something related to this. I was trying to think what while we were watching this, I was either as a backstage video or there's something that I wanted to show you. But okay, continuing on. Oh yeah, it was
I want something stronger than a moment,
Yeah, Halsey doesn't sing in that apart from my oh my.
I have to say though, the harmonization with this whole song is on point. They harmonize so well in this. All the members and then Halsey coming in, it's so complimentary. They just do a really good job, but they're the harmonizing kings, so it's really cool.
They've got kind of voices that go really well together anyway, so harmonizing is not a big deal for them because they sound so good together. Halsey's voice kind of goes with them too. You could hear her in the chorusy bit standing out a little bit, but I actually expected a verse or something though.
I thought she had one, but maybe I'm wrong. Maybe there's another version where she does. I remember her having some kind of verse, but maybe I'm wrong. Okay, so we decided we're going to look at just a cute 5-minute backstage making of the video with Halsey. And then we're also going to quickly look at the lyrics, and then we're sorted. So let's do it.
Okay, ready? Ready.
안녕하십니까. 지금 타이틀 작은 것들을 위한 시 뮤직비디오 현장에 와 계십니다. 근데 내가 있잖아. 신나는 뮤직이에요. 저희의 귀여운 안무도
그런 얘기가 있던데 일단 지민이 도입부를 하면 성공한다는 얘기가 있던데
모든 게 궁금해질 때 아야 뭐가 널 행복하게 하는지 Text me 아야
지민 저희 안무 보지 못한 스타일 겁니다.
I really think pink looks so good on men. I don't know why men don't wear it more. I know
Ross
why.
wears pink.
I know my ex wears pink. It's this toxic masculinity thing of some men that just hate pink. But look how good they look. RM suits is the bomb, I swear. And
I love pink. You wouldn't tell though.
I know you're always wearing black on screen, but yeah, I love it. It looks so good on them. Okay, continuing on.
He just bashed into my chair like 3 times in a row. Okay.
Come be my teacher. 모든 걸 다 가르쳐줘. You're one, you're two. Listen to my baby. 나는 저 하늘을 높이 날고 있어.
두 번째 촬영이 왔습니다. 의상이 황금색을 영어로 하면 Green light.
You can make you be your boy with love. Oh my my my, oh my my my. I feel it all my life. Oh my my my, oh my my my. Looking for something right. 이제 조금은 나 알겠어. I want something stronger.
여러분 자꾸 이렇게 뭐야 저 그대는 후야 내 삶은 on top 너야 관계에서 꽉지 않게 만든
Yeah, no.
No.
I like the choreo. It's very catchy. That'd be so easy to learn. It's like super simple.
It is. And actually, like, when I was watching this, I was like, why am I so familiar with the song yet not so familiar? And I realized why. It's on my freaking YouTube BTS exercise channel that like I'm on. Like every third day I do an exercise routine to the song and like they play it. Obviously it's Sunny. If anyone really wants really cool, like I think it's called Sunny Fitness or Sunny Girl Fitness. I'll put the link. But there are these Korean girls and they do like cardio workouts, and Boy with Love is one of the songs I always do a cardio workout to, so that's why. But that piano thing is so cool. I want one in, like, if it was in my house, I'd be on it all the time, like just running
There
up
used
and
to
down.
be a department store here that had one as a path walkway right down the middle to the children's department, and I used to go and run up and down it and dance on it and try and play songs as an adult, not as a child, as an adult.
If you and I, when we're together in Korea, if we see stuff like that, we're going to be so distracted. We're just going to go.
Lena will be on it before you've even realized it's there. You'll be like, "Where is she?" And I'll be like, "Ding, ding, 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 ding."
That's so funny.
Okay, ready?
I'm ready.
붙어야 같이 모든 게 특별하지 이렇게 있을까요? 난 말했지 너무 작다 내가 영웅이 된 거라고 Oh no 오늘 따위 전부터 내게 아니었다고 세계의 평화
Oh, JK.
I legitimately have J-Hope's, see the thing he's got on under his shirt?
Yeah.
I've got like that exact thing.
I was, as you were saying that, like, I was like, oh, he looks so good. That suits him so well. Like, it's just so him.
It's not a t-shirt, it's like a lightweight jumper thing that they've got on under his shirt, but I actually own that.
You'd be wearing
What was that I said before about sometimes me and J-Hope have got the same fashion?
Exactly. I also like the way Jimin looks in this. He looks really fun in this MV. Like he was
like
really
that
feeling that hair. Yeah, he was. And it suits his skin. It makes his skin glow. That hair color is really good on him. So.
Okay, ready?
Ready.
하나 둘 셋
하나, 둘,
이제 여기 너무 높아 내 눈을 너 맞추고 싶어
그리고 이 바닥에 보면 이게 까미의 모양이 있죠? 이거로 친구를
이제 조금은 나 알겠어 Love is nothing stronger
Yeah, 스위트.
Let's make it stronger.
I don't know how I've bypassed this song before because I actually really like it.
And it's a really popular song. I'm surprised you haven't heard it. I'm
It
like,
probably came out at a time where I was on a zero music. You know how I go through like those bands?
yeah,
It probably
exactly.
came out at a time where I was on a zero music like ban.
It is a really catchy song. It just like makes you just want to like move the whole time.
That's why I like it.
The on a side note, I cannot understand with idols how they put so many layers of clothes on them and then they dance so heavily and then they don't sweat. Like I would be like just pouring.
Girl, because I'll tell you, 90% of the time the places you're filming MVs are freezing cold. And
It's-
you are shivering like a little bitch.
Well, that's how Jim said he's at Switzerland. So maybe it was cold as well. So
Plus, what you can see is only a tiny portion. Most of the time, sets are set up in big, massive warehouses, and it's just one little corner they're filming that looks nice and cozy in a little room, but literally it's like 40-foot high ceilings in a 100-foot room that has zero heating and many windows.
that's true. So they're probably freezing their bottoms off. Okay.
Yeah, layers are a good thing when you are freezing. Plus, everything you see, they don't do it in one go. They don't just like go and dance for 10 minutes solid. They'll do like 2 minutes of a scene and then have like a 10-minute break while they reset cameras and lighting. So you actually don't get that hot and sweaty. You like get lots of downtime where you're just standing around.
Okay.
See, insider knowledge.
Yeah. My little pop idol telling me how it works.
It's a very boring, very, very waiting around kind of deal most of the time.
Kind of reminds me of when I used to do modeling because it was the same thing. You would just hang around for hours and then they'd finally be like, okay, just walk from that door to that door. And then you would just walk and then you'd wait another 2 hours to do something else. So
Yep. It's the same kind of thing. You know what? It's like when your photographer, he has to set up the lighting and he does all his wee tests with his little thing and they like set up like the view and everything. It's the same thing, only with a lot more involvement when there's a lot more people and it's a bigger area.
So I was when I was at university to supplement, you know what you do as a student, you just take any jobs you can. I used to be like do the extra on the film set thing, and then like same thing is like you have to be there at like freaking 4 o'clock in the morning, and then it's a whole day thing. And there was one I was so tortured because I was supposed to be it was like a nightclub thing. And they were doing like interviews in a nightclub, but like a cocktail bar thing. But it was a movie set. I mean, it was a film set. And I had to walk around pretending I was serving drinks. And they didn't have shoes for me because I have like bigger feet than most girls because I'm tall. So they squeezed me into a shoe, which was like 1.5 sizes too small for me. And I was literally on set from 3 a.m. to like midnight the next day. And oh my God, the blisters that I had on my feet. Like I was almost crying. I was like giving them their cocktail drinks going, with like raw bleeding feet. It's terrible.
Before we move on, there is something though that our viewers don't know, and it's used to be friendly with someone you modelled with who is extremely famous.
Yeah, I used to model with Charlize Theron, so...
How have you never told me this before? Like, obviously, I'll find out before this moment. But when you told me that, I was like, what?
So
girl.
She's from Benoni, which is an area close to me. I used to do model in Edenvale, which is like a suburb next to Benoni. And I did 2 beauty pageant things with her. But she was already pretty well known in the industry by then, like not internationally, but like in South Africa. She was like from a good agency and stuff. And so, yeah, it was like, I didn't really speak to her much, like I just like hung next to her, but she was really bullied by girls in the circle. I think because she was so beautiful and she was really ambitious, and she also kept to herself a lot. That's why I didn't speak to her much. And I was very like, my mom actually got me into modeling because I was I had no confidence and I was bullied a lot. So like for me going into the modeling industry, I was like 14, 15. And I was like, no, earlier than that. Like I started when I was 13 and like I was just scared of everything. So I just shut up and did what I had to do. So she was the same. So, but yeah, she was really beautiful. And I wanted to be her friend, but it was like, there's so many girls at that time doing it that I never really got a chance to like actually like hang with her. But then she was overseas modeling after that. And but yeah, she had some like really sad stories in her life. She actually lived a tough life. So she's a lovely person, by the way. She's amazing. But yeah,
See?
She's my modeling colleague, I guess you could call her colleague. We were really friends. But
that's your claim to fame.
I claim to fame.
Claim to fame. Okay, we're going to get this video finished.
Yes, let's do it.
Are you ready?
I am.
Ready.
내 파트를 달라고 기도했어. 시간없고 말하길 나도 모르게 힘이 들어가기도 했어. 너와랑은 도망치게 해달라는 기도했어. 그 음악에서 브랜드이 끝났네. 네가 준 이 후세 나에게로 태양이 마지막을 그게 하면 돼요. 잘 부탁드립니다.
Did you tell me to pause there?
No, I said that was cute because like they had like I thought they had like loads of extras there and maybe staff, I don't know, in the front.
Oh yeah, I saw them. Hey, I like the little nod to Singing in the Rain. What is not a well-known fact about Lean, despite appearances, is that she really loves musicals. Especially films. And I have seen them all, and Singing in the Rain is like one of my favorites. So
yeah, I used to enjoy that too. I've watched them all, but like I went through a phase and then my ADHD kicked in and then I went out of that phase.
Oh no, I've never lost it. I don't know why, like musical theatre and musical films, they're just my thing. Like, see, anytime I'm not well, I will watch what, like, Oklahoma is my like go-to, or Calamity Jane. I get so excited when I hear there's like a new musical, like, you know, all the Disney live remakes. I was so happy that they've all got singing in them.
Oh, you still haven't watched Barbie, and that's got musical.
Yeah, I haven't seen Barbie yet. I was supposed to go and see it like 3 days ago and totally forgot, and we never went.
Oh, you're gonna go watch it on, like, I rented it on Amazon Prime, but it's a musical, so it's really good.
I'll have to watch it. So yeah, contrary to how Lean may appear with her Death Kitty t-shirt.
Look at her, you've got a nice hoodie on. Show the hoodie.
Do you like my bleeding heart?
I'm Super Mario Brothers today.
Yeah, contrary to how Lean appears, Lean loves musicals and country music.
So cute.
Okay,
continuing on.
Continue.
장미 좀 봐요. 태호가 밟아가지고 납작해졌잖아. 드디어 할시와의 첫 촬영.
Happy New Year.
자, 여러분 박수 한번 주세요. 야, 잘했습니다. 3일간의 뮤직비디오가 드디어 끝이 났습니다, 여러분. 역대급 리뷰가 될 것 같습니다. 3일 동안에 거의 근무실이 좀.
Chibin just has the riz. Look at him standing there in his black suit.
He does. They all, like, well, so cool. I was going to say they all have the res, and then my eyes scanned to that pink feather boa, and I'm like, well, Tay has something else, but
he's so extra, Tay.
Yeah.
And J-Hope looks like he's about to go to a job interview.
He kind of looks like he's at the job interview.
He does.
And JK is the interviewee.
Yeah, he's interviewing JK for a job position.
Jimin's HR, and he's making sure none of these questions are inappropriate because of the talk we had earlier.
Jin looks like somebody's uncle in that pink jacket. He's like,
He
with
does.
his hands behind
Sugar,
his back.
as usual, looks like he's at the wrong party at the wrong time and has no idea how he even got there.
He's like, I want my bed, I want my studio.
90% of Sugar interactions are, what am I even doing here? Why am I here?
And RM just looks like the dad. He's like, oh, look at my son going for a job interview.
The mum that stands outside the window and cheers you on.
Oh, they're so cute. I love them. Okay.
You know something? I was just thinking there, right? I don't know how, but I've never listened to a single Halsey song. Like, I know who she is.
Yeah.
I don't think I've ever... I could not even tell you what her music is like. And I don't even know why.
Have you looked at the Halsey Sugar song they did together recently?
Nope.
Well, that's the next one we should be doing, is that one. So that's fun to do.
I just don't know how I've like managed to get through life without listening to one single Halsey song, because I know who she is. I was aware of her. Like, she's big in the UK. I just don't know. Like, this is probably the first time I've even heard her sing.
Well, I haven't really heard much of her either, and that's just because, like, I'm not into like Western pop much. But I like the first time I heard her, like a full song from her, was the Sugar one. So I think we should watch that, because that's actually right up your street. So maybe we'll do that next, and then we can watch that. It'll be fun. So
right, we'll get through this one. We will get to the end of this at some point this week.
많았던 것 같아요. 중간 철저히 이거는. 네, 만약 어떻게 나올지 솔직히 감도 안 돼. 그러니까요. 또 이렇게 분위기가 나왔네요. 네. 또 오늘 하이씨랑도 촬영했는데 어떠셨나요? 하이씨 정말 너무 나이스한 사람. 정말 너무 착하고. 그러니까 진짜 너무 짱이고. 네, 너무 짱입니다. 맞아. 영어를 되게 잘하더라고요. 영어 잘하죠. 늦어주시죠. 형 한국 잘해요. 또 한국 잘하고. 멀리서 왔는데도 불구하고 이제 촬영을 즐겁게 해주셔서 너무 감사드리고. 저희도 너무.
That was such a lean comment from Jen. Talking about the native English speaker being like, she's really fluent in English. Okay.
But you know how weird it is, because like I know where he's coming from a little bit, because obviously we have a Korean producer we work with, and sometimes like we'll text back and forth with him, and sometimes we forget that he speaks Korean only and we speak English only, because like the conversation's so smooth and flowing and we all joke around with each other. So like they probably had the same experience with her, where like she just, because from what I've seen, she just blends in really well with them, even though they speak different languages, you know. And so sometimes you forget when it's your friend that they don't actually speak your language.
Yeah, we forget all the time with Eugene, because we have a built-in translator into the messenger thing that we use, so that Eugene doesn't have to try hard with English and we don't have to try hard with
Occasionally he'll challenge us. He'll send us Korean stuff, and then
he does
figure it out. So
he does.
Like I
just
first
to catch us off guard.
Yeah, he does.
Or when he wants to insult Lean.
Yeah,
then he says in Korean. I see you, Eugene. I know that trick now.
Oh.
Okay, let's see if we can get the last part of this video. Ready?
Ready.
This should be a catchphrase, ready, ready, because I say it like 500 times per video.
No, I say cool, and that's funny a lot. Okay.
재밌게 촬영을 한 것 같아요. 네, 나올 것 같아요. 네, 분명히 아미 여러분들 보여주세요. 분명 좋았더라고. 진짜. 네, 이런 것들을 위한 시. 네, Boy We Love. Boy We Love. 여러분 많이 사랑해주세요. 기대! 사랑해주세요. 기대 많이 해주세요. 할이 내가 최강이다. 저런 악담이다.
Oh, Tenny was on set. That's so cute.
It's cute. And we got to the end of the video. Woohoo!
But I was like, oh, it's just a 5-minute video. Like
5 minutes, my butt. I don't believe you.
It's never 5 minutes without ADHD.
It's not. Okay, yeah, I like that. Like, I like it a lot. I think it's going to go in the same list that I've got Dynamite, Permission to Dance, Butter, and there's another one on the Universe.
Yeah, My Universe. Yeah, that sounds good. Yay!
So I use them for actually. They're my, like you have your playlist for exercise, they're on my exercise list.
And they're really good songs to exercise to.
They are. They're very dancey. So if I can't be bothered doing any like exercisey, I'll just chuck them on and dance like a crazy person.
Yeah, I need to put Sunny Fitness's link down so that you guys, if you ever want to have some really fun like choreo that's free on YouTube to dance to, they do really good stuff, and they do a lot of BTS soundtracks. So they do like a 20 minutes like playlist, and then they do choreo to it. So it's really good. So, well, not choreo, cardio and choreo, I guess. So I'm confusing those two words.
Okay, that was Boy With Love, first the official song MV and then behind the scenes. So we really liked it. It's going on Lean's exercise, dance your life away list.
Yeah, and congratulations to Purple Jen for winning Lean's beautiful knitted toy that she made, plus the whole BTS package that she's going to send you. So
yes, so Bora Bear will be on her way to you as soon as you send an address, okay?
Yes.
Well done. And we will catch you in the next video.
Bye, Bora. Hey.
Yeah.
Bye.